Sort of wanting to maybe get on BMR early, but it is a second day continuation, so those are not. It's like leftovers, but the first meal was so good on BMR that the leftovers will be good too. I wouldn't be surprised if Ross just has an absolutely humongous day. I gotta do a test order. Huh. Kind of looks like this is the one that's moving. DBGI just did a halt down. $20.95. It's too much into the hall level area. There we go. I figured. So yeah, if I would have used my normal big share size, I would have made a lot more money yesterday. But that's in a halt up. Sure enough, we're getting some big flushes here. Look at that. That's what I told people. I said, hey, you guys got to be careful because we're going to see some big moves or we're going to see some big flushes as well. Looks like BMR might be the better one. I wish I was up. I could be up $3,000 right now. Yeah, you're right. KRBB doing a little pop, apparently. Okay. I'm getting people yelling at me. How about now? Did they do blue snowball? Hello, 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 hello. It's probably now too loud. Okay, where was I? Just get rid of all this. When was that? DBGI. Ah, shit. Yeah, this feels like 2021. DBGI on a halt up. It sold out pretty, yeah. Well, the spreads are kind of bad on it. But, yeah. No, we're already up $2,100. But I don't want to get ahead of myself here. Doesn't take long to take a massive loss. In a halt resumption trade on BMR, I don't know. It's the second day on it. So my thoughts are we got to be a little bit smart how we 36.42. We got some minutes. Man, I got to pee like every 4 seconds. Hey. Okay. 36.42. Should we do a halt resumption trade on BMR? Yeah. We're gonna do it only with 900 shares. Maybe 1,300. Halt resumption looks like a 20. It looks like a flat resumption. I don't know. I go to 900. Already have $2,000, which is nice, but so yeah, $25,000 yesterday. Like what? And that's with small size. That wasn't like me swinging for the fences. That was me just sort of like. Nope. Brutal. That's brutal. No halt resumption trade. My gut was telling me no. Luckily, I didn't pull the trigger. Yeah, kind of what I expected is happening today, which is a lot of garbage so far. No, DBGI. Gosh, we need like some AI to automatically. Getting ready for the ad to see if we break over 833. I didn't get the ad. Go for the micro dip. It's kind of top heavy. I think it might go higher, but I'm just gonna cut it there. Yeah, hopefully Philly cheese, you caught a little bit of it too. So mic, tell me if the mic is too loud. I got out of time here. I got out of time. I'm gonna bail on that. Taking a pretty big loss. Thing is, sometimes you see the right entry, but you don't take it because you're scared, and then you get in late, and then you get out of rhythm, and then you're screwed. Lost $100. Sometimes you do get a rip there. We got to cut that. Taking some losses here. Taking some losses here. This thing's starting to get a little bit more crappy. Spreads on this are huge. I'm getting way off rhythm. I gotta cut that. I'm getting way out of rhythm. Trying to see if we can get up to 950. Alt up is 910, 920. Maybe. It failed. God dang it! I gave back for $1,000. I think I got to just size down and start trading the range a little bit better. This could flush here. I was expecting a little bigger bounce. I'm gonna stay out of there. I gave back way too much. It seems like it might be flushing now. That's too bad. Gave back now about $1,200 on it. Still keep an eye on it, but it's starting to get bought into a bottoming tail for some reason. Yeah, I probably shouldn't chase it like this. I thought we had that bottoming tail there. It kind of looked like we could reverse here, but I got to be smart. I gave back $1,000, which is not end of the world, but could be a sign that I'm not dialed in anymore. Halt up is 1930. I think we might get it. Just getting some resistance here. Looks like we're going to get a halt up here. Just halt already. I hate when it chases these halt levels. Chasing it in the sense of like it looks like it's going to halt, but then it doesn't. And then the halt level moves up. But keep an eye on BMR. Looks like it's halted, or was going to halt. It's chasing halt levels. Yeah, this is looking a little dangerous. I'm going to cut it. I probably shouldn't. It was probably the right call. I got to let that one go. This one got halted. OMH. Starting to get a little too nutty. Nah, lost 73 bucks there. This one had a good look. I'm glad I cut it. Still lost a good bit. Wow. I was up $4,000 on this. Philly cheese hasn't even traded in 3 weeks. Philly. This is kind of doing what I figured it would do. I'm just starting to not trust it. What I got to do is stay with 900. The range on this is phenomenal. I got to lock it in. Was it only 80 bucks? What? Pop to like... I got very little money on that. When is BMR going to resume? I missed it. Yeah, I don't know. It feels kind of trappy. It does look good, but I would not want to be buying here. I would be wanting to sell. This is going to resume at 55. At what price? BMR 2038 again. Flat resume. The pattern looks good on this on the 5-minute. We're not getting that quick stuff that I like. I'm taking that break even. Philly cheese. I'm hoping that it was not too much money if it was real money. Of course, it's all relative, but that's a very important thing with day trading, guys. It's being in with that small size. Ah, shoot, just missed BMR. This thing's all over the place. I missed the resumption. Brutal. 22 to 17. So we're getting a lot of bad flushes today, which I'm not surprised about. DB. DBGI. I'm trying to see if we bottom out on DBGI and continue higher, or is this thing just going to go straight down? But 581 up to, that was $1 a share move. Yeah. I have a feeling this one could be bad deal for us. Yeah. I'm not so sure about it. Not so sure about it. I'm a little, my back's against the wall a little bit because I'm down 1400 on where I was on it. And if I start to slip any more, I'm going to start to get really angry. Volume's kind of light here. I see the pattern of what it's trying to do, but it's not really giving me a whole lot of confidence, and I think it might dip one more time. Just trying to get filled on a simple pop here is not really proving to be easy. I made 3 cents on that. What else is moving? Hollow. ARBB is not really doing anything. BGLC. Yeah, halt up, halt down action. I don't know about that. It's not my cup of tea. Lost $170. Looks like I did small size there. That's actually quite a bit of money I lost. That's no fun. OMH, yeah. OMH is a maybe. DBGI looks here primed, ready to rip. I don't know. I don't know. How much money do I got? A little under 4 grand. I gotta be careful. Hollow's doing what I figured it would do, but it looks kind of choppy. Again, another entry that I totally failed to do. I still can't believe I haven't got $55,000 yesterday. He said he's gonna be posting the recap soon. Time gotta wait for him. I'll make a recap tomorrow. Okay, good. So we got to see this recap. Got a little bit of a bottom there for some reason. I don't know. Just hits resistance. That's too bad. I wanted this one to be good. This thing is not the same. I'm giving back way too much. How much did I get back here? $400? It's no joke. Came down. Tell you what, we'll go down to 450. This market's so weird. 35. I had 5 grand and now I don't. DBGI. It's got this weird consolidation here. This doesn't look all too great. But to be honest, it is above descending resistance. This could give us a squeeze. This could be a squeeze. I got to try to hold it. Never mind. I'm bailing. I maybe should have held it, but that came down a little too much. I think it's going to continue higher, though. We'll wait for the next candle. See what happens here. Let's go for the squeeze. Selling into this. Let's see if it bounces up one more time. I'm going to bail on that right there. That's going to maybe reverse right there. I do see hollow going, but this one's starting to go a little bit. BMR might be dead. I'm going to have to take my loss on that. I thought sometimes we get an acceleration right there. We got a rejection, both of which it doesn't surprise me, but I thought we might get a acceleration. OMH. I'm not liking OMH. In Philly cheese, I really am. That hurts to hear that, but hopefully you can learn from it and come back when you're ready. Don't rush it. Of course, with small size. Shit. Oh, I could have bought that micro dip there. I failed to do it. Shit. I'm an idiot. God dang it, son. Nah, I missed it. I can't chase it up here with 2,700. I saw the pattern here. I don't want to buy it here. I'd be chasing out with 2,700. Halt up is 820. I got a 900 shares just in case we start to rip. I try to get filled on the ask there. It's like I'll get filled here, maybe. Ah, shoot. I got to bail. I had the opportunity to take that profit right there, and I didn't. This thing is a little bit of a 835 halt up. We might get a halt up on this. It's the kind of day where we do see that kind of just weird halting up action. Wow. You see it went to 810, but then immediately like went to 890. And then back up to 790. This thing's a little bit ridiculous. Yeah, freaking hell. Oh man. It's just sort of grindy. This is like mega chasing it up here. Halt up is 890. Looks like we're gonna get a halt up here. False halt, maybe? I don't know. That sucks. This thing just totally went. Missed it by a second. Looks like a tweezer top. I'm gonna bail on that. I don't like the 5-minute. There's only 900 shares, anyways. Where are we at on the day? 44. I gave back a little bit too much on BMR, to be honest. We got like a little W here. That got slammed. Picked up a couple $100. It was looking like we were gonna get a W pattern there, which could have been an explosive move. It looks like it failed. I recognized it wasn't working, or at least it wasn't looking like I wanted it to look. Probably coming through 1530 on this. Keeping an eye on DBGI. Yeah, I gotta get back to DBGI. DBGI. Yeah, be smart about it. Hold up is 1050, 1005. Ah, fucking shit. That was stupid. I've been cussing a lot too much lately. It's just like getting a little too stressful, this trading thing. I lost 18 cents. I lost about $500 in that trade. Took here from here to here. I lost $500. think we're going to get a breakthrough high day here, possibly. There we go. It's chasing Hall levels now. We're up 10.5K. Yeah, Philip, all 5 of those guys were my students. Period. I got my little workout machine here. Oh. That's how you get your blood to your head. Part of me thinks that Farmer, I curse you. I received an email from Fear concerning or sex of orders beyond 390. How am I gonna feed the children? Gary, were you the one telling me yesterday? Were you the one telling me yesterday that you go over 400 every single day? 390. My sister's like, what? Look, 390. You'll be fine, Gary. You just gotta tone it down. I'm sure a lot of people got notices yesterday. I did not. No. What I've noticed is, I mean, if the market was to heat up, like what we saw yesterday, again, like I said in my recap video on yesterday's 25,000, the action we saw yesterday was 2021 every single day. So orders were through the roof. These days, if you're pushing over 400 orders every day, I mean, that is totally doable if trading the 50-50 or trading similar to the 50-50. But usually I find that I'm around maybe 200 orders a day, and that's sufficient. But you'll be fine, Gary. Just don't push it. The 50-50. Oh, I don't trade the 50-50. Move on. Little sister says, move on. Little sister says, it don't matter. Little sister thinks she knows everything. Woo! I have like too much dopamine going through my head. I feel as if it's a recipe for a massive loss. We got a resumption here shortly. Should be shortly here, but it's going to be it's going to resume lower. So I'm going to go down to 250 shares because I don't want to mess this up. Could go for a dip and rip here. Dip and rip. Is it resuming? My order's not even filling. Yeah, I think it might be done. Did I give back really $400? All for it to rip? Mm. $12.36 is the halt level. I'm just going to take it. Seems kind of flushy. Seems a bit flushy. About to cross over 11,000. Halt is 1333. That seems pretty high up there. We might get a parabolic move here. Yeah. Chased it a little too high. $400 loss there. Doesn't take much to lose 420. Yeah, I got to call the dealership up, get my oil change. Oh, Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Okay, well, I was close to 11,000 there, but then I effed up. $615 green with 90 shares. So, if you guys don't think small size can produce some real money, think again. 90 shares? But be mindful, a lot of times I'm using 90 shares too, just in the form of 900. So if you're wondering what share sizing to use, 927.45. Just copy that and then you can change it later on. When I was teaching Crisp and Mighty, they each chose the 927.45. They started with that, and then they moved on and did, whatever made sense to them. But that's where they started when they were learning from me when I was teaching them. So for you, you could do the 9, 27, 45, then the 90, 270, 450, and then the 900, 2700, 45 handed. Zach, I've always changed my own oil, and I'm still considering doing it because I don't know what kind of oil they use at the dealership, but I want Mobil One synthetic, and I doubt that's what they're putting in it. I'm sure it's like some Valvoline conventional. That's even if they're changing the oil. Who knows what they're actually doing there? Every time I go to that place, I feel like they're doing something illegal. Even in 2021, even after I made, over a quarter, even after I started making money, I still changed the clutch in my Mustang, which I probably wouldn't do again because that was a pain in the butt. I mean, it wasn't impossible, but I was like, oh my gosh, I am not changing my clutch out in my Mustang again. I'll tell you that. When that thing starts slipping, taking it to a shop, taking it somewhere. I just did the clutch cable on it the other day. That was already a headache enough. I know this pattern. Sometimes this rips, but sometimes it flushes. One more rip, big boy. It's kind of losing steam here. Yeah, this could be a rejection. I don't know. Resumption price on BGLC. Let me look it up for you if there's still time. BGLC. 1.11, 111. Now I don't have the haul levels pulled up for my stock. God dang it, you son of a... Hauled up is 1336. We might go para. Shit. Taking a huge loss there, but had to cut it. 1214. And luckily 900 share sizing, so I only lost 20, 30. I lost $400 on it. So the in and out works, and then eventually sometimes you take a couple losses, and you gotta be careful. I haven't really done any mods to my Mustang. I bought it with 28,000 miles. It's nothing special. It's a 2003 Mach 1, not the Cobra. I wish it was the Terminator, but it's not. So I'm not really into modding. But whoever had it before did some racing suspension, so it's lowered. It also has black aftermarket wheels. I have Toyo proxies on the back. Has an off-road X pipe. There's a lot of mods I bought it with. There's none I really put on. So the off-road X pipe, obviously, it's so loud. That's why, eventually I ended up buying a 4Runner. Unfortunately, while the used car market was still pretty hot, so I paid a premium, but I was like, I'm tired. Absolutely tired of driving a 5-speed off-road X-Pipe cherry red special edition douche bag Mustang. And don't get me wrong, I love my Mustang, and I'm not going to ever sell it. But smart money buys Toyota. That's what I read was the car brand that most millionaires own is Toyota. I like it. The 4Runner, as it is now, has an incredible reliability reputation. I don't take it easy on my 4Runner. And I'm not worried about it. The question is, when the new 4Runner comes out with the turboed engine, do I trade in my solid rock 4Runner for the newest 4Runner in 2025 that doesn't have the proven track record? But then, the interior is a little outdated on the Toyota. And, it doesn't bother me. It's good. Marcelo made fun of me a lot. I don't know what his deal was. Anyways, guy's a bully. But anyways, the only thing I wish I had was Apple CarPlay. Okay, we got a 5-minute pullback here on DBGI. BMR is bottoming out. I'm up 11,000. I would usually shut down here, but then, you got these kids trading all day, and I got to compete with them because they think they got it all figured out. I missed the entry on that. I'm going to go down in size because now I can tell my egotistical personalities coming out, and that usually results in losses. But we're going to try for the break of 1650 right here. Let's see if we get it. No, I sort of knew that wasn't going to work. See if we get a dip here. There we go. I'm going to try to catch this dip. I think we're going to get the break at 1650. Try to get it up to 1670. I'll put my target. I'll put it 1665. There we go. Oh, it's ripping. Oh, what just happened here? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What just happened here, guys? My target at 1665 was very Prius. You can Apple Car, yeah. Yeah, I'm a do it yourself. I'm the trading farmer. I like to work on stuff. I like to be outside. I like doing yard work. To an extent, I'm not obsessed with it, but gosh darn this stupid thing. Ah. I missed. I mean, I didn't really miss it. I just sold early on this move, and now I'm trying to catch the back end of it. I have it. I have a sticky note. It says, "Don't talk about it." That won't stop me. If I know anything about putting rules on a sticky note, it ain't gonna stop me. I have all my rules. I've been doing this for like 4 years. It does help, but at the end of the day, just having a sticky note with your max loss or that how long you're going to trade or your contingency rules. Yeah. Having it written down is half the battle. The other half of the battle is actually listening. It's just like if you wrote down like don't smoke a cigarette today, you know, put that on a sticky note. That's the kind of pressure that sometimes trading can produce. You know, you tell yourself don't revenge trade, don't snowball. That's like writing on a sticky note, which I mean, it's good. Definitely write it down. I have my rules written down, taped to my desk. Okay. But it's like writing down, I'm not going to pick up a cigarette. Now, I never smoke cigarettes. So I don't know, but people tell me maybe we should do a poll. Who smokes cigarettes? Okay, start a poll. I hope this is who smokes. We'll call them cigs. Ciggies. Yes, no. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. I don't think very many of you guys smoke ciggies. There's got to be at least one person here who smokes ciggies, and he's probably like, "Screw you, farmer." Oh, and if you think you're getting off easy, the next poll is going to be is to see who vapes, because I very well know some of you guys are ripping your jewel as we speak. Oh, it meant max loss. Yes, farmer has ripped the jewel a couple times in his day, but it wasn't really ever my thing. 11.3. We're kind of coming up later in the day here. The thing is, I could keep going, but I want to keep my orders a little bit lower today. My best months have been June. I would have said March, but then last March, we had the banking crisis, and then Thinkorswim totally crapped out. So last March, I only made 20,000. The March before that, I had made 75,000. And so June. For some reason, June has been consistently the best. July has been consistently the worst. And then at least in the past couple of years, August has been really great, with September, October, November being kind of choppy. And honestly, it's not totally dead in the fall, but what I've noticed is September, October, November, December are just nothing crazy, not terrible, just nothing notable. And then January, February, March, May, and June, mostly June, good. So basically, first half of the year is where I'm seeing most of the success. But the puzzle is always changing. You have to be dynamic. You always got to be showing up kind of with new expectations almost every day. But I have to be careful in how I say that, because there is a huge component, which we talk about in Trading Farmer Plus. If you're interested, you go to tradingfarmer.com, click join, check it out. Understanding ebb and flow is key to trading. There's so much focus beginners put in patterns. And especially if you're trading the 50-50, the patterns are important, but not as important as just reading price action, which charts do represent price action. But this trading is very much level 2 oriented, time and sales dependent, but also chart dependent too. If you don't have a good chart pattern, you're not going to be able to hyper scalp. You're not going to be able to trade the range. Careful alpha trader. You keep your expectations low. Same for beginner traders. At least that's what I do. You keep your expectations low. And what happens is you usually exceed them. And even if you exceed it a little bit, it's a positive thing, right? If you're constantly in the dumps, depressed, angry, you're not going to trade that well. That is why I tell traders that if they're in a drawdown, say they took a loss, 4 months ago, and they're still in this drawdown, just reset back at zero. Yeah, we're not totally forgetting about the loss, but you're not going to trade that well when you constantly feel like you're in a drawdown. And I'm so sick and tired because there's people that are in these, not even significant drawdowns. Some people have really messed up and they've lost a lot of money. And most of those people, actually all of them that I know of, were before they found this channel. Because I always preach, 1, my results are not typical. 2, you got to be small size if you want this to work. You got to be small size, 10, 25 shares. The most you should ever lose learning to day trade is $2 to $3 grand. I lost maybe $1,100 before I turned around. And now I'm at 1.5 million. Again, my results are not typical, yada, yada, yada. Day trading is risky. But if you find that you're losing $5, $6, $7, $8, $10,000 learning to day trade, unless you're a millionaire and you're okay with losing that's far too much money in my book to make this work. It doesn't need to be that way. It doesn't need to be that way. It doesn't. DBGI ripped. Sorta. We might get a pullback here. A little bit of a bottoming tail here. We'll watch this for a second. Oh, I had a feeling it would. Okay. We'll take a little bit of risk. Eyes got spooked out, which was the right call. You know, it's nice because I got spooked out on what was a break-even trade. I still made 10 cents of profit. I still pulled out $100. So this is a very forgiving market right here. So if you have a very forgiving market that's strong and you match that with extreme discipline, you match that with experience, which is only gained through years of practice, of real practice, not, oh, I look at stock twits and I did some swing trading for a bit and I invested in crypto. Like that counts absolutely jack crap towards your day trading experience or your skills at day trading. If I just stepped on your toes, I apologize. I'm just too brutally honest. Like my girlfriend said, I just have no capacity to lie. And if I lied, I would have a happier relationship with her. But I can't lie very well. Right? She said it. I have two girlfriends. Oops. If I lied, I would have a better relationship. If I lied, I could sell more of my Trading Farmer Plus courses, but I'm not lying. I undersell the crap out of it. I don't have a rented Airbnb. I don't have, nor did I want to join any sort of clubhouse, nor do I want to do a small account challenge. All that stuff would do well. You go to the Trading Farmer Plus. By the way, I have disclaimers up the wazoo. Not beginner or lazy trader friendly. I mean, who puts that on their day trading course? So we have the 30% off. Now I did get a little selly here. This hurts